Much is being said about Donald Trump's new press secretary. His name is Twitter. Some love it and join our president-elect in the optimism for our future. Then there's others that take a slightly different view. The media goes into ballistics and becomes hysterical every time the digital communications future commander-in-chief goes into tweet operation. Although Trump and his followers believe he's the man of the future, some believe the leaders of our past would be simply stone-faced out of embarrassment over his frequent emotional Twitter tirades. It's not even liberals or the mainstream media who object to Trump's Twitter deployment. Even some conservative radio talk show hosts believe his tweet operation isn't so smart, and the idea of setting American policies through a tweet just is not too wise. Actually, one believes 140 characters is actually the best that Trump can do. Still, I believe that Donald Trump uses Twitter quite effectively. Not only does he irritate his critics.
Well, and that's the whole point. We've had other presidents who used the radio, for example, in the olden days, and Donald Trump is now using Twitter and potentially Facebook and other new social media platforms. And that's, I think, very important to note because the media is not going to give him a fair shake. And
it allows him to employ it to take credit whether it's due or not. But what is really fascinating during the transition period is watching the online backlash to Donald Trump's use of Twitter to thump the outgoing administration, while at the same time even taking credit for Obama's accomplishments. No doubt Trump took advantage of tweetdom after being irritated by Obama's recent sour grape and childish statement that he could have won only had he run for president again.
You don't understand. I could have had class. I could have been a contender. I could have been somebody.
Now, the current lame ducker owns the consolation prize in this social media battle. He can claim he is currently outclassing his successor, even if he, Obama, was not a contender to be president for the next 4 years. And you know, the mainstream media and others will take to Twitter to let Trump and the world know that the Donald is in a class of his own. Not yet. For Donald Trump and almost half of the voting public, whoever is the most admired man matters not. What's more important is that there are only 23 days and counting until America becomes great once again. And you know the mainstream media and others will take to Twitter to let Trump and the world know that the Donald is in a class of his own. Not yet. For Donald Trump and almost half of the voting public, whoever is the most admired man matters not. What's more important is that there are only 23 days and counting until America becomes great once again.